Hi there, my name is Angelo Frisina. Today I'm going to be going over the Neighborhood Council election ballot request process here in Los Angeles. It's a little convoluted, but as long as you have the know-how, you can get it done easily. Now, what is a neighborhood council? Well, it's a group of volunteers elected by the community that have $42,000 a year to spend on that community. They can spend it on any events, parades, food drives, toy drives. They can work to help the homeless or put up sound barriers, improve parks, public transit, etc. There's a lot they can do with that $42,000. So voting for who's on this council is very important. Who can vote? Anyone who lives, works, owns property, or has community interest in the neighborhood, meaning they go to church, school, an organization, etc. They have to be 16 and up, but they can be of any citizenship status. So step 1 in the process is go to empowerla.org/elections. So we're going to go there together. Once here, scroll down to how and when to vote. And then under Get Your Ballot, click Request Your Ballot. Now click Vote by Mail Application Portal. And unless you are a frequent voter in this election, you're going to have to click Create New Account, type in your name and the email address you want to use, and click Create. Now you've been sent an email with instructions, so go to your email, find it, and click Confirm Your Email Address by clicking here. Now it'll ask you to create a password, so go ahead and do one that fits the process, and re-log in using your email and that password. And now click Create Voter Application. This is the second part of this process, the important one. So now, under voter info, type in date of birth, phone number if you want to, contact preference, and then click Next. Under step 2, figure out what neighborhood you want to vote in. I'm going to be doing the Neighborhood Council of Valley Village, where I live and I go to school. Under ballot request, there are 2 options. Community interest ballot. If you click on that, it'll show you most of what it covers, which is where you live, go to school, where you work, where you go to church. A lot of options are covered here. And under general ballot, that's a little more convoluted, and I would say don't even worry about it whatsoever. Chances are you're covered under community interest ballot, so that's where you want to be. Now, under stakeholder types, I am a community interest holder because I go to school in Valley Village and I live there. So I'm going to fill out the addresses for my living address, my community interest, aka school address, and my mailing ballot address, where I want my ballot to be mailed to me. Then I click Next and go to Documentation. Now, the documentation process is the most difficult if you don't know which documents to have. So I'm going to say click on Documentation Guide, and now it's going to show you a large pamphlet with exactly what you need to know. For my process, I need to scroll down to page 9, where I'm a community interest holder, and it's going to show you what you need to provide. You have to have an example of a photo ID, proof of age, and proof of community interest, meaning I might want to do a driver's license for photo ID and age, and a school ID for community interest, proving that I have stakeholding in the community at North Hollywood High School. So now, back under documentation, I'm going to take pictures using my phone of each of those documents, and then I'm going to upload them to my computer and click Add More Documents to put them in this website. Now that they're here, I choose which document type they are. For a driver's license, scroll down to California driver's license. For a school ID, it's school ID. And now double check to make sure you have exactly what you need: proof of age, proof of photo identification, and community interest. I do indeed, so I click Submit. I click I've read the agreement. And now there's a chance, once you click Submit the first time, you'll get an error. Don't worry, click OK. Look back over your process to make sure you've provided the correct documents. I have indeed. So click Submit a second time, and now you're golden. You have now requested your ballot in that neighborhood, which should be coming within a couple weeks to the address you provided. Notice there's a Create Voter Application button to create a second application, meaning requesting a ballot for another neighborhood. You can do this if you own stake in another neighborhood. So if you go to school in a different neighborhood, if you live with a parent in a different neighborhood, work in a different neighborhood, you can request ballots for all of them and vote in all of those neighborhood council elections. I hope this video was helpful to you. It's a long process, but you can do it. Thank you so much. Good luck.